Have you ever walked into a supermarket and felt completely lost? Bright coloured packaging, high protein labels, free from this, added that, but what actually matters when it comes to healthy eating? And we're told so many conflicting things across social media. What if I told you it was simpler than it's made out to seem? Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now today I'm going to be breaking down what I eat, why it works, and how you can simplify your diet without getting caught in the food industry marketing traps. Supermarkets are designed to make you buy things you don't actually need. The bright coloured packaging, the clever wording and placement tricks used to keep you buying processed food marketed as healthy. Take UPFs, ultra processed foods. Even healthy versions are just as bad as junk food. They're engineered in such a way that you want to eat more and you keep buying more. Have you actually ever taken a packet of food and turned it over and actually looked at the ingredients on there? And if you have, do you even know what they all are? Marketing makes things extremely confusing, but eating healthy is actually quite simple. You don't need fancy diet foods or keto-friendly snacks or whatever the current trend is. And honestly, when it comes down to it, when I go shopping, there's only really two sections of the supermarket you need: meat and produce. This is what my weekly food shop looks like. You have meat, eggs, dairy, which is yogurt, cheese and milk, and then you have your fruits and your vegetables. And that is pretty much what I buy week in, week out. If you start to focus on whole foods, you're going to be ahead of 90% of people already. You don't need superfoods or expensive health products to do this. Let's have a look at what the science has to say when we start to look at blue zones and longevity. Across the world, there are these pockets of places where people are consistently living 2 or over 100 years old. In places like Japan, Sardinia, and Costa Rica. There are other factors of similarity that obviously do play into this, but when we look at what they are eating, they eat completely different. Some are high carb, some are high fat, but what is the same? It's all home cooked, real food. Another aspect to your longevity are your muscles. They keep you strong, prevent injury, they burn calories at rest. So no matter the diet, one thing is always the same. Protein is key. But why is it so important? If you're lifting weights, if you're exercising, if you're even doing everyday tasks, you're breaking down your muscles. And for your body to repair this, you need to fuel it with protein. This is also true for any type of calorie deficit. You need to fuel your body with protein so that it can maintain your lean muscle mass. Protein can be a handy tool for fat loss. It can increase your feeling of fullness, and a greater muscle mass will increase your metabolism. As well as this, protein supports hormone production as well as your immune health. If you struggle to hit your protein goals throughout the day, start with protein. This is going to be better for you than a sugary bowl of cereal or bread. Have Greek yogurt or eggs instead. Actually build your meal around your proteins. Start with the protein and add fats and carbs around it. Make it the central point of the meal. If you want a snack, have a high protein option and make sure you're choosing whole foods first. Protein isn't only about your muscles, it's about your overall health. So no matter your goal, make sure you're getting enough. Because of social media, you might actually be wondering, do I need to track my food? And honestly, it depends on your goals. Personally, for me right now, I want to lose fat. So I am tracking to make sure that I'm maintaining a calorie deficit. If I wasn't in this fat loss stage right now, I wouldn't track at all. I will say if you're personally wanting to do something like keto or low carb, I would recommend tracking. Specifically for the macros, not for the calories, as these are important when it comes to these specific diets. It can be a huge mental battle if you track food for a long amount of time, and it's a good idea to take breaks from this. But as long as you're still focusing on whole real foods and prioritizing your protein, you can stop stressing about the numbers. So, cheat meals. Let's be real, for most, completely cutting out treats is not realistic. Even I know that's true for myself. I always think, instead of completely demonizing something and saying, I can never have this, just tell yourself, I don't have this often. It helps to trick the brain and to stop it from craving things that are deemed forbidden. When you stop restricting, you stop craving, and it's about finding that balance. Of course, we're all going to have our own opinions on moderation and how much we can have and how often we can have it. But if you keep your focus on home cooked, real, whole foods with a little treat thrown in here and there, then I'd say you're doing pretty darn good. And I will say, if you did want a cake, if you baked that cake from scratch and knew every ingredient that went inside it, that is 90% to 100% better than going and buying a store-bought cake. Just an idea. Not to say have a cake every day, because that is probably not going to be very good for you. So, to sum it up, eat real food, prioritize protein, and don't get caught in the food industry scams. This is obviously my approach and my opinion, and we're all different, and you kind of have got to find what works best for you. But if you have enjoyed this video, please give it a like and a subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what your go-to high protein meal is. Share your favourites, and let's help every single one of us on this path to a healthier lifestyle. And also let me know if you want to see more about the foods in which I eat day to day. But for now, remember to join the Dino Squad, and I'll see you next time. Bye.